Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and today we're starting Hector, episode 3, Beyond Reasonable Doom. And one of the things I want to point out, because I keep forgetting to point it out, is the quit menu asks you if you're a wimp. So you have to say yes, you're a big wimp if you want to quit. But I just wanted to point that out. I was happy with episode 2's audio, so hopefully everybody else was after listening to it. So I'm going to try to leave it as close to that as possible. It is worth pointing out, anytime you see a game with a slider like this, unless it tells you a number, it's kind of impossible to tell the difference between this and a little bit over there and a little bit over there. It's even made worse in this case because is the pointer pointing to the exact center here, or is maybe the exact center over here or over there, or maybe the pointer is way over here, maybe the pointer is way over there. It's just this big blood shot. 1080p as before, although let's be a little honest here. Even though it's doing 1080p, it's not doing 1080p on my monitor. So I don't know what it's actually doing. It's putting black bars on the side. Is what it's doing. Also, the game is not importing or exporting any save files, so you could theoretically play episode 3 without playing episode 1 or 2, but then you wouldn't know the story. Not that there is that much story, and it would be kind of dumb. But whatever. Let's begin.
I would suggest Detective Inspector Hector.
Dealing with people isn't really my thing.
In what demands are the delusional, ludicrous gibberish for raving half-wits. Today, something will be done.
What's this?
It's a Who Cares badge. Everyone's wearing them. Who cares about Clappers Wreake? You do. Operation Clappers Cleanup is about to begin.
Listen up, lads. I'm going to single-handedly track down this son of a dog end.
Can I help?
I'll work it out myself. He's the tourist info bloke from Cottage Park. Something big is about to go down in Clappers Wreake. Where the hell am I this time? I feel like I ate the floor of a chicken shed. And the chickens. What's that awful smell? Oh, I hope it's not me again. Not the worst place I've ever woken up in. Oh well, let's see if we can get someone's attention. Nurse! That's a new one. Something tells me this ain't Clappers Royal. The severed cow's leg on the floor should have been an early clue. And what the hell am I wearing? I should charge myself for indecent exposure.
Okay, so the previously wouldn't have been necessary if instead of releasing the game episodically over the course of what seems like, I would guess, probably a year and a half, or if not 2 years or longer, without doing any real research. I have no idea, but I know that probably took them an entire year just to get to episode 2. They skipped in the previously also almost all of the action in episode 2 because it was very, very pointless. Just an investigation that went nowhere. And we're starting like we started at the beginning of episode 1, where we don't have any pants or a shirt this time. We had to find a shirt in episode 2, we had to find pants in episode 1, now we have to find them both. Let's look at the hospital bed and hopefully he won't turn around.
I was having such a nice dream before I woke up. Something to do with Ellen Mirren in a sleeping bag and an onion sandwich.
Okay, so we're in the tutorial mode. Click on the pinata without the ellipses to look at it once.
Festive.
Click on the cow's leg twice to pick it up.
Definitely not Clappers Royal. Boy, I remember the last time I got caught out without me severed cow's leg. was embarrassing, let me tell ya.
To whack the pinata, click the cow's leg in your inventory, then click the pinata.
A steel drum, a bag of briquettes, and I'm set for the night.
You call that a hit? Go on and take another swing, you fancy. Okay. Thank you, tutorial. Oh, there you go. Ooh, goodies. I bet you wish this. Now pick up those things just like you learned a few seconds ago, if you remember how. Now the tutorial skipped a sentence there really fast, so I didn't read it. Pick up the cassette.
I really hope it's the relaxing sounds of the Amazon rainforest.
Pick up the cassette player.
Now I can record the last wheezing breaths of my own death rattle.
To combine items in the inventory, click one and the other. Try it with the cassette and the player. Let's go ahead and pick up the pinata 2. There's nothing else here. Let's look at the cassette first.
It says play me on it. How can I resist?
Let's look at the
Back
player.
in the day we used to call these portable.
Now mix these together.
Hector, my most reliable accomplice.
Barnsley.
Once again, I have your undivided attention. I witnessed your shabby attempt at justice, and it was to some extent commendable. Commendable, yes, but not enough to stop a man like me. I have big plans for this town, and you came fairly close to splitting them asunder. Now that you're out of the way, I really must be getting on with business, so I'll wrap this monologue up sharpish. Welcome to a little place I've suitably named the Death Tank. You have a small decision to make. In a few minutes, the septic tank you stand in will fill with putrid slurry, the smelly kind. The solution to your freedom lies in this piece of leisure equipment you see before you.
Leisure? That's a treadmill.
It's time to run for your life, Hector. Farewell.
Up yours, you son of a bull licker.
By the way,
Though I am flattered he's gone to all this effort for me, why didn't he just club me to death while I was asleep?
So that's one click to look, two
Seems
clicks to
easy
use.
enough.
By the way, you can also double click to examine some inventory items. Try it with the tape player now.
Oh, super. This might get me 20p at the Oxfam.
If you scan around
Enough
for my
already.
use of... Well, okay, fine. You're on your own. The tutorial's moving too fast. So this is basically a reference to Saw. You know, a lot of games don't make references to movies. And in a comedy game, I guess it's fine. I'm kind of surprised more games don't do it.
It's a spool of tape, the only thing salvageable from the remains of that player. If you can count this as salvageable.
So if I use this tape with this,
What are you, an idiot?
he calls me an idiot immediately. Let's look at the walls.
Maybe just another 5 minutes? No, I better crack on. Where in the buggeration am I? Think I'll stay where I can see.
So I can't go in the dark. And we can't do anything with the hospital bed. And then we've got to use the torture device, as he's calling it.
Oh no, anything but that. I'd accept any other form of torture. I'd happily watch reruns of the Teleboost 7 days straight dressed as a schoolgirl, spread eagle in the prison shower room of a pedo wing. Just no exercise.
That is certainly a colorful statement. I guess I'm going to have to exercise.
Maybe I'll just try it for a bit. I'm getting curious as to what he has in store. Oh, this goes against everything I stand for. Buggeration, Lambert, I'm almost glad to see you. My gosh, Hector, what has he done to you? Look away. You don't want to see this. I'm surprised you even recognise me. I must have lost about 10 stone so far. Engage.
It's gonna fill with sludge and electrocute
And
him.
how come all of a sudden you want to get in shape? Well, I thought I'm trapped in a room full of feces. Now's a good time to start a 6-week fitness plan. Oh, retardation, Lambert. I'm trying to save our lives. Ugh. I'm in a filthy, gangrenous tub. My two biggest fears at once. Dirt and my fear of one day turning into a human prune. The toaster I don't mind so much. There's a bit of heat coming off it. You do know what happens when a live toaster mixes with water, don't you? Phew, you're soggy toast. Death by toaster. Holy flip. We're definitely not getting out of this one alive, Lambert. Oh, crumbs. I'll never see Philomena or TV again.
Yeah, and we can look at the game controls. They haven't changed. So, spool of tape, broken pinata with the toaster.
I can't combine those things.
Spool of tape with the toaster.
I knew I should have been a sheriff.
So can I look at the broken toaster?
We've learned something today. Never attempt to simultaneously bathe and prepare a toasted snack. I've got to find a way to block that pipe.
Okay, so pinata with the pipe.
It might work, if only I could reach it. If I keep jogging, in half an hour, I might be trim enough to crawl out of that intake pipe.
Let's talk to Lambert.
How are you holding up, Lambert? I'm a bit cold, actually. Toughen up. You're likely the temperature of the water is your biggest problem. I've had 3 heart attacks in the last 5 minutes. Just ran them off. Didn't want to further alarm you. If I stop running, that slurry keeps pouring in. We need to stop it somehow. How? You reeker. If I could get off this thing, I'd come over, shake your hand and say, congratulations, you're retarded.
This with this?
Well, those things together, not bloody lightly. I quit nappy's tempting, but I ain't waking up with that all over. I just let my partner die feeling. Hey, Lambert, can't you do something about those cuffs? I could, but you know our old saying. Yeah, duh, I'm Lambert and I'm crap at lockpicking. Yeah. If I stop running, that slurry keeps pouring in. We need to stop it somehow. How? You reeker. If I could get off this.
So this with the handcuffs?
Now you're just being stupid.
Let's see, this with this.
Nah, can't be arsed.
No man has ever had to endure this much exercise. Not even that guy in the Fat Guy documentary. You must keep running. I've a wife and child at home. You're experiencing memory loss caused by trauma. You don't have a child. I do. You remember the adorable street urchin I adopted while you were trapped in that building? I know. You can help me pick a name for him while we wait for help to arrive. How about we start with one of the selection of names I'm about to call you? I like Dewey or Japheth. I have no idea why I kept this.
Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
I've got to find a way to block that pipe. I've got to find a way to block that pipe before we're swimming. I am swimming. Have I got anything that'll block that pipe? I'm desperate here.
Like, I'm trying to use the pinata in the pipe.
It might work. If only I could reach it.
So do I use the pinata with the hospital bed?
What are you, an idiot?
I walk on the bed first. Okay. See, that wasn't making a lot of
Takes
sense
too
at
much
all.
force of will to get back on this thing every time.
So here we have another puzzle that I kind of don't like because it was just not obvious that that's what I was supposed to happened. What you need to do in a game like this is establish that the thing rolls. So if you saw it rolling at the beginning, then you give that thought to the player as they're playing the puzzle. Or if you see it rolling every now and then, you are continuously giving that thought to the player. But there was nothing like that happening here. Gross.
That should hold off the river of crap for a bit. Now, what's next? Oh, yeesh, the day never ends.
I suppose it's a funny enough way to start episode 3. You certainly don't see things like this in movies or stories. Or video games.
There might be a small part in here I could use as a lockpick. I don't know where my ideas come from, but they're always so flippin' brilliant.
It's like they're channeled through you from a higher being.
Nah, they're all mine. It's some pointy, wiry bit of the broken toaster.
It's called a latch pin.
Who are you, Wikipedia?
Now, one of the complaints I had in episode 2, when I thought about it, and it was a problem in episode 1 too, is Lambert here and Hector are both playing the idiot in the team. There's nobody that's smart yet silent that would actually figure out these solutions. That's just a player character. So it ends up having Hector do things that are beyond his mental capability.
Sometimes don't finish that sentence.
Feel like pushing Lambert around for a while? It's fun. Hit Lambert in the head in the bottom left to swap controls. This was an unnecessary thing that happened in the main, in episode 2. It didn't happen in the first part, though.
I could hear the
At
sludge
all.
draining around here someplace.
Let's see. He's
I
not gonna.
can't shift it.
He's not gonna be able to do that. So we're gonna have to switch back to Hector, and then Lambert moves.
That's one heck of a plug-hole. Oh, it's like the arsehole of the world.
I guess we're going down.
Another one of those situations where I'm glad I'm so hefty. I'd likely cause a blockage.
So he's not going anywhere. I'll have to send Hector. Knows how they go back to default positions when you switch.
We're almost home free.
That kind of sucks.
Which one of us is going down now?
Let's see. Which one of us is shaped like a beanpole?
Oh, you know I suffer from claustrophobishness.
Why
Do
would
we
he
really
take
need
them
another
take
game
their
of cheese
clothes?
cracker soup?
There's no point. I always lose. I'm beginning to think you just make up the rules as you go, so I always end up with a short straw.
No, there are clear set rules to the game. I'll explain them to you one day.
You reckon there'll be spiders down there?
No, Lambert, there'll be no spiders, lions, tigers, bears, or grooves. Only copious amounts of crap.
Oh, I can probably handle that. With you as my partner, I deal with copious amounts of crap every day.
Lambert, was that bat chat?
I'll see you in China. Oh.
Well, I'll be blowed. I could have swore you was a newborn calf squeezing out of a cow's jacksie just then. Even had the same squeal at the end.
So, wow, this cow looks skinny.
Cows are actually quite intelligent creatures. Apparently, some of them even have GCSEs.
You're thinking of RBGH.
No, wait, I was thinking of pigs. Cows are actually rather dumb.
So, look at the farmyard.
Let's see if a search party has turned up for us yet.
Look at the
It's
countryside.
like I'm trapped inside Farmville without a quit button.
And look at the farmer.
A farmer? They're always jolly and helpful.
Let's talk to the farmer.
Do you have any sort of transport I could employ?
All I got's me 2 legs, same as you. Why, what's wrong with yours?
Oh, nothing. It's just quite a trek back to town.
Oh, you call 73 miles a trek? That's a light stroll, that is.
I'm sorry to trouble you.
So we're
but
not going
do
back
you
to
know how to get a
town.
man out of a septic tank?
I do now. Though, given the choice, I would have run out the etch near the barn myself.
Do you have a phone?
Do you have a phone I could use?
A what? Phone, you say? I never heard of one. What's that?
You never heard of a telephone? It's a communication device that transmits and receives the human voice over long distances.
Whatever you say, future man.
Bye, Mr.
So he's
Farmer.
not super helpful?
I want to pet her.
Or don't much like strangers petting her. Keep your hands to yourself, boy.
Look at the
Someone
leg trap.
could get hurt leaving something so dangerous lying around.
Let's go ahead and pick
I
up
shouldn't
this.
touch anything with a sharp point. I don't even use scissors without asking another adult for help.
Okay. So we've got a countryside and a farmyard and a drainage pipe.
To be frank, it was kind of fun coming out of there, like a water slide, except instead of water, it was excrement.
So let's to the farmyard.
Let's see if a search party has turned up for us yet.
See, I really don't think going back and forth helped anything in
Right,
this game.
There's got to be another way into that horrible tank. I mean, surely that pipe's not how we got in there in the first... Oh, my days! It can't be. It is. It's a... Oh, no. No time for that now. I've got to focus. Now, where's Hector hiding?
So he wants to fight a tractor or a combine harvester. So this game certainly feels probably like an experiment in the setup to doing the new Sam and Max Save the World series, which would have been new past this game, I would guess. And in Sam and Max, it kind of makes sense to switch back and forth, but not really here at all. In a lot of ways, this feels like a low-budget Sam and Max game that
Aha,
just doesn't have the
action
writing
around. This detective stuff is a piece
that
of
Sam
cake.
and Max does. And even Sam and Max Save the World had some problems.
Hector?
No, you pissant. It's Daily Bleeding Thompson.
Oh, sorry, wrong hatch.
You numpty, it's me.
I'm gonna get you out of there, okay?
Good to hear the plan hasn't changed since a few minutes ago.
Okay, so let's take the rope.
Perfect. Assuming Hector can climb a rope, that is. Perfect.
Right.
Assuming Hector can climb a rope, that is.
So I imagine
He's so chubby. I bet it'll be a struggle.
let's go ahead and examine the
It's
rope
a strong, heavy rope.
and use it with the combine harvester.
I just don't think that would do any good.
Oh darn, I was figuring we'd use the combine harvester to pull them up.
I found the rope. Stand clear. Come on up.
Oh. Oh, really? Fire, hang on 1 second. Oh, there we go. On me way.
How'd you do that so fast?
Simple, I yanked out the pinata, then simply rode the cascading wave of crack to the top.
Same way you got to be a detective.
Watch it.
Hector, have you seen it?
Seen what? The decrepit barn or the complete absence of a curry house?
Look, we're saved.
I'm still not seeing it.
The combine harvester.
Is that what it is? I thought it was a cow chipper or something.
It's a 1957 McCracken Model 151B combine harvester. Back when I was 16, my dad and I spent the summer dismantling one of these together.
I didn't know you grew up on a farm.
What? No, a council estate. Anyway, I think I can get us back to Clappers Wreake.
What, on that? I doubt you can make it to the flipping barn.
Oh, just let me try. If it doesn't work, you can have half my paycheck.
I already take half your paycheck for protection money.
I'll make the other half.
Deal.
Alright, let's look at the
It's a
engine.
9,500cc V32 DXRL diesel protraction combusto filtrate S11.
Take that engine.
Right, from what I can see here, we're in need of 3 things.
Oh, let me guess. Case of beer, rare steak, and a hooker. Not fussy about the hooker so long as there's lots of beer first.
We need a spark plug.
Nay, probably stolen by local icks to build a potato gun.
We need a 7/8 spanner.
Hey, probably, okay, a spanner. There's no real joke there.
And we've got to find some nuts.
Well, you can't have mine.
Oh, it sounds odd, but it's like someone scoured this entire engine and stripped it of all the nuts.
And to this very day, the nut collector still roams these parts. Oh.
Stop it!
Spark plug, a spanner, and nuts. This plan can't fail.
That's the spirit.
So, part of the issue here is, am I playing as Lambert still? Is all of episode 2 was kind of this pointless investigation, and I get the feeling now that they're giving me busy work to get this engine working that it's gonna be like that again, and that's not the way I'd wish for it to go.
Take, rake. Hey, that rhymes. I'm a poet, and I didn't realise.
In that, I mean, maybe we spend all of the game until the last 5 minutes just trying to get back to the city, and
What would Hector do? Probably just call me a numpty.
then we'll see a cutscene that ends the whole game.
Locked.
So let's go and give this to Hector.
Yeah, maybe this'll help.
Help what?
Well, you never know.
Let's go and switch to Hector too, because he has more items and he's more violent anyways.
Well, those things together, not bloody lightly.
So maybe we put the rake in the fan. Yep, that works.
Lambert, shake a leg.
Don't let go.
Don't tempt me.
So we had a real reason for
Curious?
Lambert.
No hay, no feed, no manure. It appears this barn is not a barn at all.
Alright, let's start with the barn door.
I should let Hector in. He really hates it when I go in first. Unless it's a raid, of course. I should let Hector...
Double click. Still having the issue of clicking once.
I kind of expected there to be a lot more, well, poo and stuff. Not that I'm complaining. Nice
one
change
click
from what I'm used to.
Is the same thing as the double click in a lot of cases. Let's see, there's nothing on the welcome mat, so let's look at the evil plans.
What does it all mean?
Are we gonna do this the whole game? Seriously? Are they gonna turn around and show the best the whole game?
I don't want to touch it. I'd only make a mess of it.
Switch back to Hector, I suppose.
I wonder what would happen if I took this pin and put it over here. And it all falls apart like a house of cards.
So we got the barn door, we've got this extraction
If
vent.
the only function Lambert serves is to squeeze through narrow spaces so that I may continue to eat anything I bloody well like, then his purpose on this earth is justified.
So we have a control panel, we have a lab window, we have a lab door.
It's some sort of laboratory. Hey! It's
Sorry,
some sort of
click the...
laboratory. Hey, I think I see a spanner on a table in there.
Alright, so let's just go in there and get it.
Hey, it's a little baby badger. Hey there, little guy. Huh?
Darn it.
Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Bob. A 7/8 spanner just like the one Lambert needs. Sometimes I can't believe my luck. Guess I'll just be on my way then. Huh. Door slid shut behind me, close enough to take some of the air off me arse. Seems to be locked, and there doesn't appear to be anything on this side to open it.
So let's look at the cage.
Always had a soft spot for badgers. Wait a sec. He's got some sinister device strapped to him.
Let's go see what's on.
I'll leave him in there in case I get hungry later. It's a lab-grade, high-tensile, 7-ply latex rubber glove. In certain situations, we call these rough riders.
Let's go and take
that
it.
glove is separating me from that badger for a reason.
There's something else, though. Cute little badger. There's one
Reminds
down
me
here.
vaguely of that time we put amphetamines in Jarvis's non-dairy creamer. I ain't touched.
So he won't touch the badger. Look at the
It's some
speakers.
sort of tannoy system. It's some sort of...
Warning
Whatever
lights.
those are, the fact that this room needs them doesn't fill me with joy.
And doesn't seem like anything else, so we need Lambert to open the panel.
No, I don't really feel confident about messing with these. What if I make things worse?
Just try anything you fancy.
So we're gonna have to just try everything.
I'm going to try one of these buttons. Come on, Lambert. You can do this.
He's almost
As
certainly gonna
Hector
mess
always
it up.
says, if there's any job not worth doing, get Lambert to do it. That's because he knows I'm reliable, you see? Okay, here goes.
If this actually works.
Oh,
Greetings. The lab is now sealed.
It's Barnsley. Another trap.
Testing will commence in 10 seconds.
Where is that emaciated tash twangler?
I don't think he's here. I think it's all pre-programmed.
Doesn't make me feel any better. So was that cassette tape.
Test subject armed.
Something on this badger just beeped.
Well, that's good news.
How is that good?
Hmm.
That means it's very likely you're not test subject.
Oh, brill.
Test commencing.
Bonging and banging.
Sweet Enola Gay, he's detonated. Lambert, what the hell did you just do?
Don't pin this on me. Ingestion complete. Blood bowl taking effect.
What the hell is arsenal? Wait, it's clearing. My unholy word, bloody badger's gone rogue. Lambert, I'm not too proud to tell you I'm not enjoying this.
So look at this badger from hell.
He looks hungry.
Let's give this to the badger from hell.
Now you're just being stupid.
Toast from hell to badger from hell, really?
Nah, can't be arsed.
Use this with the cage.
What are you, an idiot?
Use this with the window.
I can't combine those things.
Use this with the window.
Well, those things together, not bloody likely.
Use this with the
Now
window.
you're just being stupid.
Use this with the door.
Nah, can't be arsed.
Interesting. Yes. Interesting start to a game. I really never expected to see a saw trap in a game besides the Saw video game, which I would like to play. I don't know if it ever came out for PC. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.